So what I do recommend is make it flat, make the whole figure flat. Question number one, I see that the base is a pentagon. You guys can see the base there. I'm going to draw the base. I'm just worrying about the pentagon. And remember, for the area of a polygon, I go perimeter times the apothem divided by 2. Just the polygon. I see that each side is 9. Right? I see that each side is 9. There's 5 sides. So I'm going to say the perimeter is 45. The apothem we can see is 6.2. And then I'm going to divide this by 2. Perimeter times the apothem divided by 2. Let me use my calculator for this. And it gives me 139.5. That's just the base, right? The pentagon at the bottom. Now I have to worry about the triangles. There is one triangle on each side. Now for the triangles, I see a 10.1 and this side at the bottom, which I know is 9. Because I said each side at the bottom is 9. I'm looking for the two numbers across 90 degrees. And I know for that triangle, I'm going to go 10.1 times 9 divided by 2. So 10.1 times 9 divided by 2, it gives me 45.45 for each. Now just add everything. I'm just going to go 45.45 times 5. That's basically the 5 triangles combined, plus 139.5. According to this, I get 366.75. I'm going to round it to the nearest tenth, 1 decimal place. My second decimal place, it is big enough, so I'm going to call this 366.8. Do notice that on my triangle, I didn't round my numbers. I rounded my answer. So at the end, I rounded everything up. Same thing with example number 2. I'm going to start with the base, which in this case is a rectangle. You guys can see my rectangle is a 10 by 12. So 10 by 12, we're going to say it's 120. Now for my triangles, since not all the sides are the same at the base, some sides are 10, some sides are 12. So I'm going to be looking at the one that is 12, and I see that it crosses 90 degrees with 13. So I'm going to go 12 times 13 divided by 2. And I'm just looking at the two numbers across 90 degrees. 12 times 13 divided by 2, that is 78. So 2 of my triangles are 78. Because if you look at the base, only 2 sides are 12. Then I see where one side is 10, and I see it crosses 90 degrees with 13.4. So I'm going to go 10 times 13.4 divided by 2. That is, 67? So 2 of my triangles are 67. Then I'm just going to add everything. 78 plus 78 plus 67 plus 67 plus 120. According to this, I get 410. So we have one base and triangles. One triangle per side. Question number 1, my base had 5 sides, so 5 triangles. Question number 2, my base has 4 sides, 4 triangles. If you happen to get a base with 20 sides, then 20 triangles. All right. Any questions on these two? Okay. Now let me take a look at cones. I just mentioned before, I just mentioned a few minutes ago that the cone is going to be flat. It's going to be a circle. And this other part almost looks like half of a circle. Now for the circle, I need the radius. Keep in mind, I'm giving you the diameter in question number 3. I only need the radius, which is from the center to the edge. So I'm going to say the radius is 9. So I only need the radius. So because the radius is 9, I'm going to say the circle is 81 pi. Remember, I went radius squared times pi. That's where I got the 81. Looking at the other part, I said it was going to be the radius. We call it lateral height, the other number. So I'm looking at 9 times 20.9, 20.1. So I just go 20.1 times 9, and I will add the pi at the end. That gives us 180.9 pi. Then just add everything. 180.9 plus 81 gives us 261.9 pi. Same thing for number 4. I hope cones are not that difficult. The radius is 8. So number 4, I am giving you the radius. The radius is 8. So I'm going to say the circle is 64 pi. Right? 8 squared. Looking at the bottom part, I will go 17.9 times 8. That gives me 143.2 pi. I'm going to add my areas, and that gives me 207.2 pi.